There is a sound an aquarium makes at night. Not loud. Not quiet either. Just enough to remind you that something is still running. Water passing through a filter. A small motor doing the same tired thing again and again. The room is dark. The screen is asleep. The chair still remembers the shape of your back. And in the tank, one old fish moves slowly near the glass. It does not look sad. It just looks like it has been there for a long time. Maybe that is worse. I used to think errors were simple. You find the line. You fix the line. You run it again. If the red text disappears, the problem is gone. That was the agreement. At least it felt like one. But life does not clear its errors that cleanly. Some things stop crashing, but they keep leaking. Some conversations end, but they keep echoing. Some months pass, but the pressure stays in your chest like an old notification you never opened. After a while, you start collecting them. Not because you want to. Because there is nowhere else to put them. A failed plan. A job that made you smaller. Money you were supposed to have by now. A friendship that went quiet. A version of yourself you kept postponing. You drop all of it into the same tank. And somehow, it keeps swimming. The old fish is not dramatic. It does not fight the glass. It does not ask to be understood. It just turns slowly. Left. Right. Left again. There is something familiar about that. The way a grown man learns to move inside a small life. Wake up. Work. Answer. Pay. Fix. Apologize. Sleep badly. Repeat. From the outside, it looks normal. Stable. Even. But inside, the water is full of old things. Old bugs. Old shame. Old anger you never had enough energy to explain. Old fear disguised as responsibility. You do not talk about it much. Because nothing is technically wrong. The bills are not always late. The job still pays. The body still gets up. The messages still get answered. So what would you even say? That you feel like an old fish in a tank of errors? That sounds strange. So you say nothing. The strange part is, we keep feeding the tank. Every day. A little guilt. A little tiredness. A little pretending. A little more tolerance for things that slowly make us disappear. We tell ourselves it is temporary. Just this sprint. Just this quarter. Just until the debt is smaller. Just until the next roll. Just until people need less from us. But temporary can become a climate. A whole weather system inside the room. And one night, you look at the aquarium and realize the fish is old because it survived everything you never cleaned out. It survived the overtime. The quiet panic. The years of being useful. The habit of saying, I am fine, because explaining felt more expensive than lying. It survived. But survival is not the same as rest. I do not know if there is a clean way to end this. Some errors are still there. Some tanks do not become clear just because you finally understand them. Maybe tonight is only this. Sitting in the dark. Watching the water move. Admitting that something in you is tired from staying alive inside the same loop. No promise. No big decision. No bright sentence at the end. Just the old fish. Still moving. Slower than before. But real. And for a minute, maybe you do not need to fix it. Maybe you only need to stop pretending the water is clean. The filter keeps humming. The room stays dark. The fish turns once more near the glass. And you sit there with it. Not better. Not broken. Just awake.